Oyasumi Punpun. What an intense story filled with so many emotions. Right off the bat, we are thrust right into the world with Punpun, young and ready, but by the end of the story, we're left with a shell of our former selves. Oyasumi Punpun tackles themes of mental illness, depression, and anxiety in a raw and unflinching manner. It pulls no punches when diving in, providing a real portrayal of the impact of these issues on individuals and their relationships. Throughout the story, there's an underlying desire to root for Punpun and see his life turn out okay, only to witness him make mistake after mistake after mistake. It truly makes one wonder, even though he was raised in these awful circumstances, why couldn't he try to do better? Punpun's struggles with alienation and loneliness resonate deeply with the readers, echoing our own experiences of isolation and longing for connection. His journey becomes a mirror reflecting the universal desire for understanding, companionship, and compelling readers to really empathize with his quest. We want Punpun to grow and to become better, just as we want ourselves to grow and become better. One critique that I do have of this story is that, the side stories don't really amount to much. I know some people like them, some people don't. The conclusion of these side stories was pretty interesting, but the build-up was kind of boring. Although I do like some of those character designs. Now back to Punpun. Punpun is a word in Japanese that describes the state of being furious or angry. Throughout the story, Punpun isn't really an outwardly angry person. He never projects his feelings on people harshly or does anything violent until he hits his breaking point. Watching him grow up and idolizing Aiko seemed like they were destined to be together at the end of the story. And I believe the biggest turning point in the story is when he punches Aiko. This is where his name, Punpun, truly comes out as he has finally become himself. Most of his life, he's wanted to protect and care for this girl. All of his pent-up emotions are let out after strangling Aiko's mom, and he reacts to Aiko by punching her, narratively reverting her back to her child self. This is a point of no return. Punpun up until this point in the story has not expressed true interest in any other person besides maybe Sachi, but then he snaps and decides to punch Aiko, the one person he thinks he is destined to be with. I believe this thematically is Punpun also punching his current circumstances and wish he could return to the past where there were less worries. I believe this story has mostly always revolved around Aiko and Punpun's relationship. When we are young, we're easily impressed and we want to see the good in everyone. And Aiko recognized this in Punpun. They had a similar child upbringing and he was connected to her and she was connected to him. There was always this feeling that, Aiko wanted to attach herself to Punpun, feeling like he was the only person who could relate to her. After this point in the story, when, Punpun punches Aiko, the narrative takes a really different direction as we have not seen up until this point. It feels like everything was happening so fast after this while I was reading. I wonder if right then and there, if they decided to go to the police and claim that Aiko's mom was actually killed in self-defense, how things may have actually went down differently. So many scenarios wouldn't have actually ended up playing out. Aiko's upbringing being nearly as bad as Punpun's sheds light on the facade that many people maintain in society. Despite the shared experiences of hardship, both Punpun and Aiko really navigate their lives normally. They conceal their inner struggles and emotional turmoil from the world. This facade is not unique to just them though. It's a symbol and a broader societal phenomenon in which individuals really feel compelled to present, a polished exterior while grappling with the internal pain inside them. Aiko and Punpun's outward appearances with their inner turmoil really underscores the perception of reality. On the surface, they may appear to be ordinary individuals, navigating their daily life. But beneath the surface lies a really tangled web of unresolved emotions and really traumatic experiences for both of them. This makes you think of the masks we wear in society and the pressures to conform, even at the expense of our own mental and emotional well-being. And highlighting the disparity between appearance and reality, Oyasumi Punpun challenges readers to really consider their perceptions of others and to really just be, more empathetic and compassionate towards others. We're all just humans and we're all living life for the first time. The notion that you don't know what you don't know serves as a big reminder of the limitations of our understanding and the importance of approaching others with humility. In a world where superficiality really prevails often, the ability to be genuine and sincere in our interactions with others is a really rare and invaluable trait today. By embracing the you don't know what you don't know ideology, individuals can really cultivate empathy and understand each other. This will definitely foster deeper connections towards each other. I think ultimately Oyasumi Punpun offers a really profound exploration of the complexities of the human experience. Through Aiko and Punpun's journeys, readers are reminded constantly of the power of empathy, kindness, and genuine human connection that people are looking for. As such, the story serves as a reminder of the transformative potential of compassion and understanding in a world that often demands conformity and pretense. All in all, I think Inio Asano has created quite the tearjerker story, as I love this story so much, even though I can't recommend it to you, but if you're here, you've seen it, right? Asano really knows how to pull on our heartstrings as readers and get us to realize not all stories are going to have happy endings. I can't wait to read more from him, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and good vibrations.